But let's go ahead and get this thing open. If I'm not mistaken, 4 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of internal storage, Android 16 out the box, and dual cameras on the back. It's going to be a little bit more differences. I think it's a better camera on the rear, better camera on the front, thing of that nature. But let's get this thing out the box. All right, so we got that blue color. Well, in their words, slipstream. They call it the slipstream color. So phone's right here, of course, and then you have your usual books and stuff. Oh, you can open it up from the back here. Type-C cable, as you guys can see. Looks like there's a SIM injection tool. Yep, SIM injection tool. You get a headphone jack with this device, as well as a micro SD card slot for external storage. So let's go and put this back in the box here. Right now, it's at Best Buy for $199, and you can pick it up. Currently, it is in store right now. But let's go ahead and get this thing out of the plastic here, or protective film, or whatever it is. Get this opened, and there she blows. All right, put that to the side. And here's the phone itself. So, like usual, nice texture back here. Dual camera setup on the rear, 50 megapixel main, and I believe there is a macro lens. I don't think there's ultra wide here. And on the front, there's 32 megapixels, 720p display. You can see speaker grill on the bottom, Type-C charging, another speaker on top. I recently had the Galaxy A17. I still have it currently. I shouldn't say recently. I recently got it, and I wanted to compare it to this one directly because I'm going to be honest. I am not a fan of how that device performs. It has 4 gigs of RAM, so I went into it knowing that it wasn't going to be the best performing phone, but I had to get my hands on this one to see how it performed versus that one, because these phones pretty much go neck and neck with each other. Same storage, same RAM, so I figured why not go ahead and pick this one up as well. I'm probably gonna be taking back the A17. So what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and get some information in this device, get some apps and all that good stuff. And then when I get back, I'll go over some more of the specs and give you my first impressions of it. All right, so I'm back. I have my information in the phone here, and I gotta tell you guys off rip, night and day difference between this and the Galaxy A17. With both phones having the same amount of RAM, the same amount of internal storage, and a difference of CPU, you wouldn't expect that much of a difference, but I'm gonna tell you right now, huge difference. Huge difference. I'm talking about like everything is buttery. It's just one of those things like Motorola just, I don't know, man. They just know how to, I don't know, they just know how to make a phone, man. I just gotta admit here, if anything, if you want something that's buttery smooth off rip, yeah, this is the one to get. But over some of the specs, just really quickly, 6.7-inch 720p display, 4 gigs of RAM, as I said earlier, 50 megapixel camera on the rear, 5200 milliamp hour battery that has 30-watt fast charging. All right, on the bottom, headphone jack, Type-C charging, loudspeaker, speaker up top as well. Oh, and a 32 megapixel front-facing camera. Now, another thing too I want to mention is the speakers sound really good too. That's another negative with the A17, a single firing speaker. That kind of sucks. It doesn't even sound that good. A micro SD card slot on the side there, as you guys can see. Now, one of the designs that I wanted to go over, or the design of the phone, I wanted to go over here real quick. Did you notice how with the Stylus of 2025 and the G of 26 here, you see how they got the screen sitting on top of the chassis as opposed to being flushed in? I thought that was interesting. Personally, I thought that was interesting here. But besides that, yeah, Android 16 on this device here. So out of the box, you get Android 16. It's gonna have Gorilla Glass and the front Gorilla Glass 3 to be specific. It's a water repellent design, so it's not IP68 or 69. 120 hertz for that display, even though it's 720p, and a claimed brightness of 1000 nits. MediaTek Dimensity 6300 processor. Now this is the same processor that they had in the last year version, and honestly, I didn't have a problem with that one either. I thought that one performed well as well. And I'm trying to see, do they promise any updates with this phone? I don't see any promises from Motorola when it comes to the Android updates from this one here. So if you guys know in the comment section below, let me know, because I'm not 100% sure. But I've already put my I mean, when I say information, I got my phone number and everything on this phone. I'm going to be using this phone for the next couple of days. I was that impressed with how well they did this phone here. For it to only have 4 gigs of RAM, this thing is doing its thing, man. Opening up applications. It seems like the animation is toned down a little bit here in this phone, but yeah, man, it's buttery, man. It performs really well. So, anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video short here. Short term or short impressions. I love it so far, to the point where I got my number on it already. And I was using, let me show you guys what I was using. I was using my 25 Edge. So 25 Edge is definitely a better phone, but just off the first impressions and how this one was feeling with the use, I was like, you know what? Let me get this a couple of days, like right away. I didn't feel like that with the A17. So, anywho, I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.